Testing the mic. We're testing the mic and moving around. Did you silence your phone?
It is
You
silenced.
did.
Yeah.
Take it out of your fucking hand.
Okay.
Take
you
it away from
just
your
like
body.
my
Take it away
coworkers.
from your body. In general, the amount of times recently we've been recording a podcast.
Yes.
And you've been on your phone is abhorrent behavior. Don't reach for it.
Okay.
Don't reach for it. I'll keep it in my pocket.
And put it in the locker.
I'll put it in the locker. You're right. I'll put it in the locker.
I got my phone taken away from me.
Consider it locked away.
It's gone.
Because you know where the content for this podcast is? It's in my phone. That's right.
Mm-hmm. It's also
so who
mine,
doesn't
too.
need their phone?
No, it's in
yours.
mine, too.
Oh yeah, what's in your phone?
Like a lot of the
Besides the basic bullshit of like, ooh, I was scrolling through TikTok and I found this crazy French meme. Haha, it sounds French and it's like, that's
a completely different
country. Listen, fuck the French. I don't know them. They don't really speak to me. And you know why they don't speak to me?
Because they don't.
I don't know French.
You don't like them.
True. Based.
We're back.
Oh yeah, we're back and better than ever. This is AK219, also known as AK219, also known as I wish a motherfucker will try me today.
See, now that shit, I don't like that shit. It's funny, but like, see, too many of those.
Too many of those memes?
Yeah, it kind of.
What are you talking about? Too many. You don't have a fucking right. You don't have a right to talk about like, oh, I heard too much of that. 13 times through like 20 TikToks on your main feed was a dumb French song with a dumb meme.
Napoleon, what's up, bro?
He's dead.
It's great. Yeah,
and
I know,
believe it or not,
what's up?
He's taller than you.
Okay, you didn't need to go there.
Well, you didn't need to bring it up either.
You're right. I do have a very important question to ask, though.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What came of this show last week, since we obviously were not here? I feel like we should let the listeners know what's been going on with us.
So we missed last week's upload on podcasts, YouTube, and Patreon because of a very urgent family emergency from Kevin's side of the podcast, which, I mean, that shit just kind of happens, but it you know, there's no, the upside, I suppose what I'm trying to say is the upside is your father, who had this health affliction occur upon him, is good.
Yes,
he's all good now.
He's totally
that's
fine.
The important part. Our very own Ryan Boland, father of Kevin. Oh yeah, speaking of which, this is Kevin Boland. I'm Aiden Maloney.
Yeah, we're the guys being dudes.
And we missed last week due to Kevin's father having a very serious health condition fall upon him.
Thanks, Dad.
So, yo, I didn't say it.
No, I'm just kidding. He was that. To put it in perspective, or rather, the health condition he suffered a heart attack. And obviously that sounds horrible, but he's doing just fine now. And the day of his heart attack, we're all in the hospital, you know, around him after they operated on him and, you know, made, like, no open heart or anything like that. It was kind of cool, like, how far medicine has come. What?
It was kind of cool.
Okay, the way they put the stint in.
Okay.
I should have started it by saying,
"Hey, Ryan Boland, your son thinks it was kind of cool. You got a heart attack."
You know, like,
I'm like,
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, epic and shit.
But they had this IV in his, what do you call it?
Arm?
In his arm, yes. And they like put the stint through that all the way into his heart. I'm like, that's fucking fascinating.
No, but, wait. So they didn't wait.
They didn't like cut him open or anything.
I'm no health expert. I'm not a scientist. I don't know everything there is to know about anatomy. But they put the stint through an artery or vein or whatever and fed it through his system. How did they get it to stop in his heart?
I don't know. I honestly didn't ask that question. I was just amazed by how cool that was. Yeah, like there's no scar on his chest or anything.
No open heart, right? That is kind of fascinating for sure.
But the night of his heart attack, you know, I was planning on going to play a hockey game that night. My stepsister's planning on doing something, and I believe my stepmom had other plans too. And this motherfucker's laying in the hospital bed, post-heart attack, apologizing to all of us that we can't do what we wanted to do.
That's so classic.
I'm like,
so classic.
Dad,
it's like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm so sorry this happened. It's like, bro,
like, sorry,
you almost died. Calm down.
Sorry I had a heart attack. You couldn't go play hockey, or you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. Motherfucker, no. Shut up.
Stop.
So, get some help.
You got some help. Calm down now, please. Lay off the caffeine.
And honestly, just giving off of that just the way my dad is, I could have done this recording last week. I could have done after hours with your dad that night as well.
But it's better to be there with them,
Yeah.
spend time with them, for sure. No, so that, if you were wondering, is why we missed last week's recording. So it wasn't some, like, goofy gaff, like, oh no, Kevin got a flat tire and doesn't know how cars work. No, it was very, very serious. So, we're glad Ryan's doing better. Hopefully, well wishes for his overall health going forward. And we're good to be back. It's good to be back.
And we'll get right back into Vibe of the Week. I'll
True.
start by saying...
Go ahead.
Well, I won't repeat it, but that's what happened last week.
Right.
But the week before that, I guess it's pretty, bland and boring. But, work has been going okay. I've still got a lot more responsibilities to do.
Did you get a raise
because
for
of it? No, not yet.
Well, I wouldn't do them then. Because that's that's not what you were hired for.
Which is what
you
I
want
was
me to
thinking
take
about.
on more?
Yeah.
Give me a raise.
Which
That's
is
what I think.
I was thinking of asking, but honestly, from what they told me, at least my coworker Rick said that I got the raise in 6 months because it was around that time anyway. So around that time next year is when I think I should be eligible for another one. Which is kind of bullshit.
I was going to say, that's a no from me, dog.
Yeah.
Is like, you want me to take more responsibility.
Because if it was 6 months...
You pay me more money.
If it was
That's
6
how it
months
goes.
from my hire date, I was hired in September, so October, November, December, January,
Right.
February, March. So
Okay.
March of next year is when I should get another one, but
I'd say no.
yeah, I would
I'd
say no too. 'Cause,
I'd talk to the general manager of the store, which I believe is Lisa.
Jen,
Okay, who's Lisa?
assistant manager.
Oh, I'd talk to both of them, but more importantly, Jen, the GM. I would say, hey, I've been doing X, Y, and Z. I'm taking on the responsibilities A, B, and C now. I need a raise. I won't be waiting till March.
I just got to build up the stones to do that. But regardless of that,
Build up the stones because your stones won't pay themselves a higher wage.
you're right. But also, I can't. Anyway.
Oh yeah, switch subject. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Hockey's been fun.
Did you take an L?
Hockey's been fun.
Did you take an L?
Yeah. No, actually, did I? Oh my God, maybe it has been. Did I talk about getting hit in the knee?
You talked about getting hit in the face. You talked about going through the moorings. You talked about getting your back slid into the
Okay,
wall.
no. So this is new. So 2 weeks ago now, come this Friday,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks ago, I blocked a slap shot, and I was facing the puck the whole time. Now, I was playing forward, mind you, so I was not in net, but I still had like all my skater shit on.
Yeah.
And if someone is going to take a slap shot and I'm standing right in front of it to block it, you should just stand still, put your hand over your cup, even though you got a cup on, and like over your face. Instinct kicked in, and I turned to block it. I turned to block it. And I took the slap shot to the outside of my knee.
Oh, where the padding
where there's
isn't.
no padding.
Right.
My leg went numb. I fell down like a heap of shit.
Yep.
Everyone came off the ice and was like, "Oh my God, is it like it hit me?" I'm like, "Ah!" And fucking fell to the ground. I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
you dying.
I wasn't over exaggerating. I was a little bit, but it hurt, dude. Like I tried to skate 2 more shifts, and like I got caught on defense. I tried to turn around and push off with my left leg to get back on the back check. I fell down. I crumpled.
Yep.
I'm like, guys, I can't. And I'm like, thank God nothing broke. It was probably like a bone bruise or something, but like.
Right.
The bruise is still there, and it's not swollen anymore, but it still hurts.
Did you
so
ice
bad.
it?
Did I ice it?
Did I ice it like you recommended? Like I recommended to you?
I feel like you know the answer to that question.
And the answer's no.
You'd be
which
correct.
gives me all the more reason to give you some gaff about the fact, hey, I wonder why it took so long to get better. I wonder if it's because you didn't ice it.
I don't have the time.
like you should.
I don't have the time.
You spend how many hours at home
I don't
just
have the
sitting
time.
around?
No,
you
I
have
don't
the
have the
time.
time.
You have the time.
I don't have
you
the
have the
time.
time.
No.
You have the time.
I
What's
ju-
my
I
watch
just-
say?
I-
What's
I
my
just
watch
love
say?
to- It's dark.
That means you have the time.
It just means that I love to milk certain things.
Yeah, of course, because it's so much better to stay injured rather than feel 100%.
Yeah,
God
just-
forbid.
Just trying to get some bitches.
How'd it go?
Not successful.
Good. Yeah, I imagine you should ice next time.
I know what I need to do is actually get a serious injury and have these women feel bad for me, and then I'll.
That doesn't. Why wouldn't you just like be true to yourself and find a woman that loves you for you, and also
Did that.
ice your injuries when they occur?
I did the first one. I haven't found that one yet again though.
Well,
and as far as the icing
doesn't
goes,
mean you can't try.
Yeah, I'm just a little rusty in that aspect. But as far as the icing goes, maybe next time if I get hit in a sensitive area, I'll do just that.
Keep it in mind, at least.
And I also did a skate on a Sunday morning, which was a bit too early for me, but honestly, I don't care. It's hockey.
True.
I rode with the guy because he offered to drive. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not going to waste money on gas.
G-move, for sure.
But he lives in Portage, which is only 10 minutes away from my house.
Not
but
bad.
still, skate starts at 8:30. He wanted to
Right.
leave by 7:15, which is probably when I would have left by, just to get
Yeah.
there with time and
Right.
suit up and all that stuff. So I had to wake up at 6:30
Right.
on a Sunday, which I never ever do.
I can't not.
Because, I mean, dude,
I wake up at like 7 or 8 sleeping in.
the average amount of sleep I've got in the past 7 days, what my Fitbit has told me,
Yeah.
6
Yeah, I've been
5
at
and a
like
half to 6
6:15.
hours.
Yeah,
every night.
that's rough.
I mean, it's
a
kind of
rough
on
go.
myself, but I just can't fall
It is
asleep.
totally on yourself.
I'm playing games too late.
Well, you have caffeine in the evening. That's your issue. Because it prevents
that
you from
doesn't-
feeling tired.
It doesn't do anything.
It prevents you from feeling tired. That's actually just what that drug does.
Well, I'm high on it. And you're up next.
And you know what that means. Last week, the week we took off, I was on, well, my girlfriend and I were on vacation, which is so nice because that means I had 9. Count it. Wait, no. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 9. That's right. Consecutive days where I didn't have to work.
And you didn't hit me up once.
You were with your father
I know.
after he had a heart attack.
I know, but you still didn't just hit. Anyways, go ahead. Selfish
You're
prick.
selfish prick. You're the selfish prick who's like, oh, I want to spend time with my dad. He almost died. It's like, man,
God damn it, Ryan!
you selfish prick.
You son of a bitch.
My apologies, Ryan. Hope you feel better. But yeah, my girlfriend and I both had 9 consecutive days off together, paid, which was lovely.
Oh, that's good.
It was awesome. I mean, I was planning on us going slightly out of town because it was our 4th anniversary, 4-year anniversary last week. And it just came down to the fact that it seemed like every other day of the week there was something more to do. So like there was a bunch of chores done on, a Monday, and then Wednesday there was more things that needed to be done. And, Friday her parents needed help with things, and just like things kept adding up. So we just stayed in town and we went to, what was it? Spirit Halloween. They have one in Valpo now, which was huge. That was awesome. Spirit Halloween, we went to Five Below, we went to Target, we did a bunch of binge shopping. It was awesome. And I think Jordan put like 60 or 70 hours into Cyberpunk.
Damn.
I put about 50 hours into Cyberpunk. I've been playing, PGA 14 for my Xbox 360. I've been playing that. I've been playing more Tears of the Kingdom. It was just lovely to just not have to do anything.
I can only imagine.
I mean, granted, like I still had to do like
Well, yeah, chores. and housework and
right,
stuff
like
that, but
vacuuming, cleaning ferret cages, cat
waking up and
litter, whatever
at,
else.
What 4? No, not 4. 5.
Yeah, wake up at 5 a.m., get home around 2 p.m., 5 days a week. My sleep schedule follows that, so every weekend I get up at 5 or 6.
That's bad.
And just having a week off to be able to sleep in and play video games and just chill was freaking wonderful, bro.
I'm hoping for that soon.
Yeah.
Man. But
Do you get PTO or do you just get unpaid PTO?
unpaid PTO for the time being. Considering I am still technically a part-time employee as well.
That seems so weird that
Yeah.
you've been there over a year now and they're not. A, they haven't made you full-time. B, you have no PTO. That seems so goofy to me. But what do I know?
Dicks.
That's how it be.
Fucking dicks.
Hell yeah, dude. Can I get a let's go?
Fucking dicks. Bless you.
But yeah, no, this last week was super needed because I was feeling very burnt out, very exploited by the capitalistic hellscape we live in. So it was
I'm
good
exploited by
to.
dicks every day.
Yes.
In fact,
Yes, you are. No, go ahead.
can I
Rant.
add one more little story before we take a break and come back into the segment?
Certainly.
I had to help out an older athlete today.
What did they buy?
They bought a 2X pair of pants yesterday.
Okay.
Did not try them on. Went home. Came back
Didn't
today.
fit.
Wanted to exchange for an extra large. I mean, that's fine. That happens.
Yeah, go ahead.
But this guy was
What What's his name and home address?
I don't know his name, but he was an older gentleman. He was
What's his social security number?
I don't know.
Oh.
He was in on the fucking powered shopping cart thing. The cart.
Oh,
The one that
yeah,
you
okay,
sit in.
okay, the little scooter.
So I'd
Yeah.
imagine 70s, maybe even 80s or 60s.
So he bought sweatpants?
He looked kind of bad. He was buying, like, just joggers almost.
Yeah, okay.
But my coworker Paige was helping him out until she came in the back and receiving where I was and said, "Kevin, can you please go out there and help him? He's been really weird around me and like looking at my chest and doing this and doing that." I'm just like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go out there. I'll
That's
take care of it."
weird.
So I go out there. I'm just like, "Hey, Sarah, like you still need help?" She's like, "Yeah, I had a nice, lovely young lady helping me." I'm just like,
No,
I'm like, "She's in the back and receiving. She's busy. I'll handle this from here."
Right.
He's like, "Oh, okay." And this motherfucker,
That's creepy, bro.
he wanted to exchange for a smaller size, put the smaller size on, was gonna buy them. I had to rip the tag off because he wanted to just wear them so we could do the
No.
exchange, which was fine. That's happened before. But then he's almost to the registers and he's like, "You know what? These are a little snugger on my knees. I'm gonna go put the 2X back
Oh my
on."
God.
And he looks at me and he says, "Could you tell me if they're like real baggy or not, or if they should be back?" I'm like, "Fucking
What
fine."
the
So we go
hell?
back there. And this guy takes forever to change too, but he's
Right.
old.
Yeah.
But he comes out in the 2X and he's like, "These look baggy to you?" Like, how? I'm
Right.
like, "Certain." I'm like, "I'm wearing a small right now. You see how
Yeah.
baggy these are?"
Yep.
That's
Well, they're
exactly what I
stretchy.
told
They're
him.
supposed to be stretchy.
Yeah, and so were his pants.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, if they'll shrink in the wash." I'm like, "This kind of pant doesn't shrink when you wash it."
Right.
He's like, "Well, this 2X is up to my like rib cage." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like,
Right.
if they're more
And-
comfortable though, like they're supposed to be a little baggy. He's
Right.
like, "Then I'll just go with this pair then."
Oh my god.
And apparently, this guy has been in this store the past 3 days.
Unbelievable. Keep him away from every
Female coworker.
woman in the
Yeah,
building.
because he was also doing the same thing yesterday and the day before.
Next time he shows up, I would refer him to the GM. That way the GM can either be like, either A, never return to this store, or B, don't ever come back to this store.
Yeah, but my coworker Paige, she's a cool chick. I like her. I'm terrible with my words. Anyway, but she
You
came,
don't have to add context to everything.
You're
You can
right,
just
I
say
don't.
you like your coworker.
she walked back into receiving. I'm like messing with some things, and she's like, "Kevin, this guy is staring at my tits. Please go." I'm like, "Okay, you're straight to
Yep.
the point. All right." I'm like, and then I did one of these. I'm like, "Have him stare at mine."
Hey, my man. Let's go.
So yeah, I just felt like adding that because that just happened today.
Yeah.
And I was pretty. I was about to put this guy in an like.
You were going to give him a show? Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna RKO him.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
he opens up the door to hand me the tag from the pants he wants to exchange in his underwear,
Oh my god.
and they're like halfway down his legs.
Bruh, what?
And so I said, "What are you working with?
So what are we looking at in there, sir?
What are you? What are you
Sometimes
working
I
with?"
wonder what my mailman's working with.
Oh man.
Well-
No, I just wanted to add that in.
Some fun at Dick's, am I
Crazy.
right?
It's so much fun at Dick's.
Well, after
working
that
with 'em,
story, I feel
working
like
on 'em.
Pardon?
Just so much.
I feel like I need another brewski to kind of come down from that high.
We did.
Hey, am I right?
I've come.
Do not come. We will be right back.
We'll come back
Come back?
with a segment.
Called Bernie Questions. The only segment. Bye-bye. Hey, if you want to follow the socials, the Instagram and Threads is AK219_GBD. The Facebook is AK219-GBD. The Twitter, website formerly known as Twitter, I suppose, is @GuysBeingDude19. YouTube is AK219GBD, and the Mastodon is AK219. We returned for Burning Questions, the segment where the questions are burning.
Yes, they're
And you know
very,
what
very
else is
hot.
burning?
My will to. That's it.
Just your will to?
My will to.
Your will to? I would have
will
said
to.
like the sun
Oh.
is still, burning.
Yeah, it's always
But-
been.
We go to everybody's second least favorite website, Reddit, and we take some questions, which are obviously meant for us, the main characters of the universe,
Yep,
and
yep.
we answer them because the questions are so hot they're burning for an answer. Now, we need to give a little thanks to Aiden in Editing for putting the socials in between these segments, of
Yes,
course.
we do.
And as well as the fact that we have a Patreon.
Yes.
And our Patreon, if you're interested, is AK219. And we have, you guessed it, count them up, 21 burning questions.
Holy shit. Okay, wow. All right.
Some of which we will answer right now here for you, and some of which we will answer in our Patreon after show.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
I like it.
So, if you're interested in that, it's $1 a month. It's chump change. You know those quarters you keep in your car, you have no use for them.
Literally, I did laundry. Oops, I had change in there. Oops.
Well, that pocket change
is our Patreon.
is our Patreon. That's just what it costs. It costs pocket change.
Yeah.
Pocket change per month is our Patreon
Pretty
cost.
much.
And we give you extra content.
And
you
it's
get
the
the
same
content
quality
early.
as your pocket change.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait. So this is burning questions, and this first question comes from user guy who still has no name.
Oh, you should
What
get that fixed.
is no longer worth it? God bless your soul, Kevin.
Sorry.
What is no longer worth it because of how expensive it has become?
Living.
Well, fair point. Fair point. I would have said like
Living in any facet.
yeah, irregardless.
That's not a word. Say it right.
Regardless.
There you go.
Of everything.
Yes.
Living.
Yeah.
I would have said like travel.
That's a
Travel
good one, too.
and like going to like sporting events or conventions, going overseas. It's too expensive. You can't leave the state and stay at a hotel without like easily spending $500 to $1,000. You can't leave the country without spending a couple grand.
Pretty much. And
Who
yeah.
has that in savings to go on vacation? Nobody.
Well, while you might have some of that in savings, guess what? You use it, that's your one trip, and then you got to start saving
Right.
for the next 3
God
years
forbid
before
you
you go
need
on
that
another
for an
one.
emergency fund.
Yeah.
Yeah. Car
And-
breaks down. Oops, there goes the trans. Where's my $1,000 at? Oh
know-
yeah, I spent it to go to Peoria, Illinois.
And
Gilman.
Just know, oh, dude, I miss Gilman.
Gilman's
though. I wanna
great
go
for
back to
sure.
Gilman.
Gilman's worth
But
it.
just knowing my luck, I'd spend a lot of money on a vacation for myself or for me and someone else. Come back to a shitload of issues that I now have
absolutely.
no money for.
Yep. Or you
That's
have to
just
go
the way it
grocery
goes.
shopping,
Yeah.
right? Which already is too expensive, let alone eating out. And it's like, food's too pricey. So what am I going to do if I travel and I need to buy food? And it's twice as expensive as it is here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do?
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
Even staying home is too expensive. In a
Well.
weird roundabout way, it's just too pricey.
Just don't live then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, like, dental work, eye care, health care, cars,
Life care.
life.
Playing the game of life.
Yeah, alternatively, being alive is too big an expense. Mm-hmm. Oh, why are birth rates... Why is nobody having kids? Why are birth rates dropping? Nothing's affordable. No shit.
They don't make any money off of you once you're dead.
Exactly. Which is why pensions are going away. And life insurance sucks. Health insurance
Well, if
doesn't
pensions are
exist.
going away, dude. You and I, we're gonna have to live together until one of us die.
True. I'll
At
go
this
first.
point.
I'll go first.
I'm not shaking on that.
Okay.
That's up to a plan that we don't know about. One of us will die. We just don't know who it is.
I can choose
first.
to. I can choose to first, though. That's my plan. Is I plan to choose to first,
Do you now?
within reason.
No balls.
Balllessness.
Has a gun in his right hand.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Do it. Do it. Kill the younglings. Next question comes from user Ouigibuya. What massively improved your mental health?
Next question.
Yours is still baseline?
Okay, well, at the time, it was my past relationship definitely improved my mental health.
That's fair.
I guess that's an okay-ish answer.
Totally, yeah.
But now, honestly, I mean, everything I do week in and week out, it's pretty much the same schedule, if you will, of the stuff I do every week. And that, that makes me happy. Doing this, doing the other radio shows, doing
Yeah.
hockey. Even, I know no one likes to work, but some days I actually don't mind, one, being there, because my house life is sometimes chaotic, and I just want to don't be home.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just doing what actually makes me happy
Yeah.
increases or it helps with my mental.
Consistency is good
Yeah.
for stability. I would say going from working second shift, afternoons to nights, to working first shift like I do now, definitely huge. And I know it prevents me from doing a lot of late night activities.
Well, even though it's not first, it's like pre-first shift.
It's kind of pre-first shift. I usually work 6 to 2s type shift, but I used to work like 3:30 to 10 or 11 at night, and now I work 6 to 2s. So it's helped with my mental health a lot because with how bad my sleep schedule got working 3 to 11, because I would stay up until 3 or 4 in the morning and then sleep until noon or 1. So I was missing half the sunlight day.
Yeah.
Which was rough anyway. But yeah, being awake, approximately sunrise and going to sleep approximately sunset, it's just nicer. It's nicer for my brain. It seems easier that way. So that definitely helped. And then, of course, getting out of my last relationship 5 years ago was huge because that was just awful. But yeah, I would say those two things combined definitely put me in a better state overall.
That's good.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
good.
And also consistency, like you said, like having a work schedule. Unlike our last jobs, both of our last jobs, where some days you work 4 in the morning, the other days you work 3 till 5 p.m. It's like, what am I doing? What is this shift?
Why do you need me
Why
here for
am
2
I
hours?
here?
Why am I here for 2 hours?
Why am I throwing 13 trays of donuts away? What is going on? Yeah, that job was
ridiculous.
ass.
The amount
for
of
sure.
stuff we did for our pitiful wages.
Dude, not to mention how pitiful the wages were.
And not to mention you tried to help me with that.
I tried to get you a raise. What were you making? 8? Or were you making 7.5?
I want to say 8 1/4.
8 1/4 an hour, and I tried to get you $1 raise, and the owner was like, yeah, not only are we not going to do that, we're also going to demote the guy you asked for a raise for. I was like, what the hell is going on?
It was whack.
That was an ass of a job, bro. Yeah, fuck that place for sure.
I don't commit doing crimes, but I would literally blow that entire complex down.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to build Rise and Roll, and even the other adjacent ones, fuck you.
Yeah,
You're all
fuck
coming
them.
down.
You've earned it.
You're all coming. Actually,
being
you know what? No.
associated with.
You know what I want to do
Yeah.
in Minecraft?
Yeah, go ahead. In
Blow
Minecraft.
up this new stupid parking garage that we're building downtown.
I didn't know there was going to be one in Minecraft.
Have you driven by there recently?
Which
On Lincoln
street
Way.
corner?
On Lincoln Way.
Which street corner?
Right where Round the Clock used to be.
I thought that was going to be a apartment building.
Maybe where Round the Clock used to be,
Yeah.
but to the right of it, they're building a parking garage.
Oh my god.
And it's the biggest fucking eyesore.
That's so stupid. No one uses the parking garage that already exists over there.
I know, and that's free. Guess what? That's free
That-
parking.
it's
This
like-
will not be.
That's like 50 cents parking for a day. And they're going to charge like $10
Yep.
an hour.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
The next
bro.
time you're downtown, drive down Lincoln Way.
Yeah.
You will see it. If you don't, you really need to
Right.
get your eyes checked.
Which is also interesting because a single parking spot makes more per hour than most people do make at their fucking job.
I want to be a parking spot.
Yeah, make me a
space.
parking spot and I'll make $20 an hour. Put
Just
me in Chicago, I'll make $50 an hour.
Flatten me with your 4 big rubber tires.
Yeah. Put me under a fucking F-250. I don't give a shit.
Crush me, daddy. Take that out. Take that out.
No, Aiden and
Okay.
Editing's going to leave that in.
Okay.
Next question comes from Agent Arnold. Great name. People who don't want kids, who are you going to leave all of your money, possessions, and assets to after you die? I think it's bold assuming I'm going to have money, possessions, or assets when I die.
It's bold assuming that I'm gonna die, but if I do, my cats.
That's true, yeah. There is like a cat. I heard like some celebrity's cat is worth like over $1 million because they left them in the will with a mill. So that would be interesting.
That's expensive.
In-
felines.
Realistically speaking, if I were to die young, like younger than life expectancy, I'd just leave it to like my family and loved ones.
I'd say the same.
But
Or
like It's to the point, like, do I dislike the thought of having kids? Not really. Like, I don't have anything against that.
Yeah, fuck
It's
them
more
kids.
so the fact that A, it's unaffordable. B, two parents working 2 full-time jobs can't afford a house, let alone a house, food, childcare, and utilities. Like, there's no point.
Yeah, who's gonna
Why
care for the
would
kid?
I repopulate
Who's gonna care for the kid
when
you
I
both are at
can
work?
I can't care for me
Yeah.
having a roof over my head? There's no point. So it's like, where's my money gonna go? I don't know. Whoever's related to me, I guess.
V-Bucks.
Yeah, it's gonna go straight into Roblox V-Bucks, and it's gonna get like whatever. What is it called? What's the Fortnite $19 Fortnite card?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put
I'd
all
invest
of
in
my
that.
$19 into that Fortnite card.
Yep.
And whoever comments the most, whoever gets the highest updates in the first comment, gets the
It's a
$19
giveaway.
Fortnite card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ends up being like a cheap YouTube giveaway.
It's a giveaway.
My net worth, $13 and an Arby's coupon.
I would probably give away my stuff to, like you said, your family. I'd give it to my dog if he was still around.
Yeah.
I would also give, upon my perishing, I will still require a payment for it, but you can have my God of War code.
Oh my god, shut up about your God of War. You've been
If you give
advertising
me-
that on the damn podcast for months.
Actually, I'm taking a break. I decided to
I
bring it back.
noticed.
Yeah, I just thought
You're
I
not
needed
going to
say that.
advertise the fact you have a God of War code.
That's okay.
No one cares anymore.
Yeah,
the game's
it's a dumb
past
game.
due. You
Dumb
didn't
series.
download it. That's why you still have a code, idiot.
It's a dumb series.
How can you comment on it when you didn't buy it?
It's just dumb.
Not alone buy it. You got it for free,
Yeah.
and you didn't download it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Just someone want to buy my code. Next question comes from nofile 9376. Get shorter
Jesus.
names, people. What happened by total accident but changed your life completely? I would say getting a job at our local grocery store. Had I not done that, I would not have met my girlfriend. I would not have met you. I would not have... I don't know where my current relationship status would be, because that job kind of led me to get the fuck out of that dark shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, getting a lowly shit wage overnight job at a grocery store definitely butterfly affected my way to, greener pastures, if you will.
That's true.
So that alone would be a huge change.
I'd have to agree with you on that one. Another one I was thinking of was not even my ex, but the one before her, when I accidentally, I was going to my buddy's ex house just to, or were we, I forget what we were doing, but someone's power went out, and he decided, hey, let's just go to Inman's and shoot pool. I said, okay,
Oh, that's right. You met her at pool.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to her at Inman's, but I recognized her. I thought she looked familiar. I hit her up on Facebook, and we just started talking, and it went from there until she tragically passed away. But that was definitely shit made me happy for that X amount of months.
Right. Gave
So,
you confidence.
Yeah.
Made each other happy, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was huge. I would also say, definitely lesser than both of the stories we just told, but exploding my previous car on a deer, definitely, it didn't really change my life for a better, but it definitely gave me a hint, a whiff of financial freedom, because I got, several $1,000s in insurance payout from that car being totaled on a deer. And the car I currently have, which is an old shitbox Camry, knock on wood, it lasts forever, but it left me with a couple extra grand that I could just have in savings to use for, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, unexpected things. So I in a weird roundabout way, it was a good thing, even though I really miss that car, but it helped in a weird way. The fact I got a used car for cheaper than insurance paid me for my older car.
I guess that's another thing I can tack on too. After Olivia passed, I was able to get a car for essentially free.
That's true. $1, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legal sale, and I rode that bitch until she died.
Yeah. That was a good car. It was a Lexus, so it was luxurious, but it was
That's what you
also
want to call it.
it was also a shitbox.
It was, yeah. Halfway through I had it, that was when I got in my other relationship, and the suspension was beyond repair.
Yeah. Maybe if you didn't go hopping so many train tracks, right?
No, I just hopped one train track.
And it did you in, though. It did you in.
It probably did.
It definitely did you in.
My car is probably like, yo, you're doing too much fucking in here.
Yeah.
You hit one train track.
Yo,
you're
this
dead.
is a Lexus. This is not some kind of like Subaru WRX, bro. You can't do this.
The suspension ain't soft as a cute little
Yeah.
baby neck.
Subaru Crosstrek. Next question comes from Adrian0091. What is the dumbest thing you've seen a coworker do on the job?
Well, there's been many a dumb things that Tommy has done ever since getting hired at Dick's to work with me.
Yeah, I would imagine the amount of, racial slurs that have exited the mouths of employees at your location has...
Are you referring to me? You think I'm the one saying it?
I wouldn't admit that on the podcast. I'm saying your coworkers certainly have surpassed the allotted amount of 0.
Well, there's a total of 2. One is like a two-parter-ish thing that Tommy has done.
Oh, go ahead.
The first one, Tommy has been caught twice just talking to me and Rich in the back, and another manager comes back, and Tommy's spewing nonsense and just says the N-word.
Yep.
In fact, he just did it, what is today, Tuesday? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Rich are in the back talking, and other manager Al walks back there, and Tommy's just, oh, you... And then Al's just like, he didn't even bat an eye, though. He's just like, he didn't care what the fuck Tommy just said. He's like, yeah, so do you guys do like this or do that?
just
And
like
Tommy's just like,
nothing
oh, hey.
Yeah.
And then the other
For context's sake, for all of our podcast listeners, what would Tommy's nationality happen to be?
He is African American.
Of course. Okay.
So it's
good,
fine.
Good to add context.
And he doesn't drop the R.
It
Clearly.
doesn't matter.
Well, for him, it does.
It matters for us with the complexion of a piece of, printer paper.
Yeah.
Because that's not okay for us to say.
Oh, no, absolutely
Whereas,
not. Yeah, no, if I just ever feel like saying it, I just write it down.
Shut the fuck up, Theo.
And then the second dumbest thing that he's done, which I've been guilty of doing it too, but we have a compactor at our work with all the cardboard that you put in it. Sometimes it gets jammed, and we have this pole we stick in there to try to push it down, and sometimes that doesn't work at all. So what we do is we turn it off, we open it, we make sure it's off, we hop in there, and we smush it with our feet.
Oh no, dude, that has got to be against the law. That has got to be against the law.
It is.
Then why do you do it?
Because
I'd look at the GM and be like, you fix it. I'm not hopping in there.
No, I make sure the coast is clear and no one's back there, and then I do it.
Why do you do that?
Honestly, what we should be doing, Okay, it's not totally against the law. There's a lock on the power switch, but there's no key for it.
So
we can't technically lock out tag out it. We cannot technically do that. So we still hop in there, make sure it's off.
Oh my God.
Someone takes watch. We smush it, we get out of there, we turn it back on.
OSHA, I know you listen. Get after them.
Yeah, Dix, don't fire me. Don't fire me. OSHA, don't listen. Have you ever had to bend the rules to get it done right?
I've had to bend the rules at work where I put too much weight on my hand cart that it can handle. But you know what rules that doesn't break? OSHA. Because
OSHA doesn't give a fuck about you.
OSHA gives... Yes, they do. OSHA is...
They weren't there for me.
OSHA exists because laborers died, and people were like, hey, maybe people shouldn't die at work. And then OSHA's like, oh, okay, let's make sure that happens.
They're never
You've
there.
never called.
You know who's there for me? White Castle.
White Castle. No, yo. No. Fuck White Castle. Every goddamn month, every week, every day, you don't bring back the mac and cheese bites.
Jesus.
I fucking hate you.
You were such a petty
You're
bitch.
Despicable.
All right, next. Oh, wait, no, you still have to say what your dumbest thing you've ever done is.
Oh, right. Man.
Was it dumbest thing you've seen?
Dumbest thing you've seen a coworker do.
Yeah.
So, there's 2. I've got 2. The first one is a former coworker of mine who was promoted prematurely tried to break my girlfriend and I up. Do you remember that happening? All that crazy shit happening?
Are you talking about me?
No. A former coworker of mine who was promoted prematurely to a management position.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. That fucking despicable waste of oxygen.
Oh my God, you had to bring that cunt into this?
Well, it fit the question.
It really did.
So yeah, her.
Yeah, and she also tried
In
to
general,
get me fired.
That's true. She got you fired once or twice.
She did. She got me fired once.
She got you fired once. That's right. So her existence alone, and then the second one, there was a Saturday I was closing, and my previous employer is closed on Sundays because I don't know, whatever. But we were closing on a Saturday. It was dead. We were almost out of donuts, which is like the specialty item in our shop. So there was nothing left to do. No one was coming in. Two of my coworkers, one of whom I was very close with at the time, decided, hey, let's just go in the kitchen and, take the whipped cream and, like...
Doing whippets in the fucking...
Do some whippets in the kitchen, on the clock. And me, the assistant store manager, had to go back there and be like, hey, to... one of my coworkers who I was fine with, and another of my coworkers who I, genuinely enjoyed being around, and tell them, you have to stop that right now or I will fire you personally. And they looked at me. One of them started crying and said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I felt bad because these were people I considered, very friendly to me.
Oh my God.
And I don't know what possessed them to think that was okay to do. Is like, oh, we're dead, let's do whippets in the kitchen. No! Don't do that! Yeah, I get it, the wages were shitty. We all hated working there. But what you do off the clock doesn't matter to me. You want to do whippets...
Take a thing of Ready Whip home and do it at home.
I don't care. If you steal a thing of Ready Whip, I don't give a shit. If you do whippets the second you clock out in the parking lot, I don't care. Don't do them on the clock, then I'm responsible.
Yeah.
It's like, please.
Yeah,
so that was dumb. Don't do whippets on the clock. Nope. Your manager's going to hate you, and they probably don't want to.
Just don't do, any kind... don't just walk back there and start, snorting a line. Don't go back there and start shooting up.
If you clock out and decide, I'm going to snort a line in the parking lot, I'll be like, yo, righteous. Good for you.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later. See you Monday. But don't do it on the clock, because then I have to be the bad guy and tell you to stop, and then you start crying, and it's like one of those things,
That's insane.
But yeah, oh, that's right, you weren't there for that. Because I was going to say, how don't you remember that? You weren't there for that. You were gone.
I was going to start guessing names, but I don't know if we should do that.
Oh, man.
Maybe when we're not talking.
I'll let you guess names. If you get them right, I'll censor them.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Correct.
Well, I would have guessed that.
Yep.
But the second one, if I wasn't there...
You wouldn't guess her name. I don't remember her name, but she was definitely there for a couple months.
Was it that blonde chick that you said
No.
Okay.
Brunette, taller than previously mentioned person.
Jelly?
No. Skinny, taller.
The only one I got was the first one.
Nah.
I don't think I'd guess
unaffiliated. She did lose LSD in the store and had minors help her find it, though.
It was not Alyssa.
No, I'm saying that was a different story.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just another thing she did.
Yeah.
But no, the second person in the Whippet story, I don't remember her name. But she was there.
Oh, that was her name, Jessica, but she was blonde.
That wasn't... Who?
Yeah.
No, she was in a different department.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just
no names. Yeah, no, that was right though.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, was it both females?
Yep.
Brienne.
No, I said taller brunette. Why would that make sense?
But Brienne's on my mind.
Good for you, buddy.
Jesus Christ, glazed.
Or cream-filled. Anyway, we'll be right back with a tier list. Aiden has enough editing to do in post.
Yeah, sorry. Well, hey, you yourself said...
I know, but you didn't have to say the name 3 times.
My bad.
Oh, my bad, though. My bad.
Don't worry, I will take care of all the editing.
Oh, will you now?
You don't need to worry.
Oh, will you now?
And we'll be back with a tier list.
Bye. We've returned for our favorite, easily in the top 4 segments we do, tier listing.
Top 10%
easily
top
in the top
percent.
25, easily in the top 100% of our segments.
Yes.
Tier listing, where the tiers are listed.
Yes.
How many lists did we do? That's a stupid question.
That's not.
This is the 4th tier list of this segment, season's
Season.
tier listing segment.
Say, help
Serious?
me.
This is
Helgal.
my S list.
Okay.
A tier list I made where everything I mention is an S.
Well, that's right.
yeah,
we talked about
this.
that. And
Where-
technically, this week would have been mine, but thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
We missed last
Thanks,
week.
Ryan. No. So this is everything I consider an S, and this is a short list.
Okay.
I have 40.
What do you mean short list? 40?
I could have made it 50 to 100.
You
and
really
I
like
had,
this many things?
I had to stop myself.
You like this many things?
I could have made it 100 of S tier things.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you liked a whole lot.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But I made sure to omit, like, my family, my friends, my girlfriend, my loved ones, because that's... I went with, like, objects and consumables and places. Because that's fair. I wouldn't have you put my family on a tier
Well,
list.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Mark's about a B.
Yeah, B
you know,
plus,
sometimes a C.
No, that'll be stupid.
You know, Sarah, your sister, I've never met in person, is
true.
definitely an S. Like, no, I've never
Yeah.
met her.
S for Sarah.
And well, yeah, but also if I were to do stuff like that, and you were to include them, and I rated them so high, you'd be like, really? And then if something were to pertain to,
I would say really if you didn't rate them high.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but then you'd
You
think
know
I'm
me,
kind of
last
doing a
week
little
I-
shisty shit.
that's true. No, that's
So-
true. You're always on some shisty shit.
I guess
So,
I am.
This is a tier list specifically made for Kevin and our lovely listeners, you, where these are all, everything I mention is an S for me. In its own right, in its own category. This spans food, drinks, places, everything, except for human beings. And Kevin has to give me his instant tier list reaction among what would be Among Us, when Among Us is sus, what would be an instant S for me?
Okay.
Cheez-Its.
A.
A, fuck you, but I
Okay,
understand.
all right.
An A?
An A.
It's an S.
They're okay. I mean, you know, they're
I feel
not,
like I'm going to be doing this 39 more times.
I'd eat goldfish over Cheez-Its. Sorry.
No shot.
Yep.
Yo, Pepperidge Farms fall off, dude.
They remember.
They fell off, though.
They remember, though.
Cheez-Its are not what they used to be.
That's okay.
Have you had Cheez-Its recently?
I have not.
They're not what they used to be. They're mid.
But they're still S for you?
Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
Or, pardon me.
I was going to say,
Yeah, no,
wait a minute.
Goldfish by Pepperidge Farms
Okay.
are not what they used to be. Those went from like a A to a C. Cheez-Its are still S.
Yeah, Cheez-Its are A for me. Next one.
Fireball.
S.
Thank you. Thank God. Jesus. I was going to have to castrate you
Like,
live on
why
air.
would I rate that any lower? Why would I
Exactly.
lie?
The Nintendo Switch.
C+.
I hate you so much.
Never played
I
it,
hate
but
you
I've
so
never
much.
been like I was never
How
really
can
even
you
a big fan of the Wii. Why would I
What?
be a big? No, I really wasn't.
Why? How?
Like because it
you
kept
didn't
me in
like the
shape.
Wii?
It was okay, but like it wasn't like
It
the
was
best
the initiation of motion controls.
Side note, because of this, Kevin's more of a bitch.
You know, like it was
Fair
okay.
addition.
If we were just like the best Wii Sports game of all, the best Wii game of all time, Wii Sports, that's an S. But the console itself, very mid.
Kevin, you yourself are mid.
I know. I would rate myself as a C,
So what did you give Nintendo Switch?
a C plus,
Taco Bell.
A plus.
Oh my God.
I can't give it an S.
What do
I
you
cannot
mean?
because sometimes it still doesn't agree with me. I try every time.
And you think White Castle agrees with you?
No, but it's there
It
for
makes
me.
you the most rancid.
It's there for me.
Unbelievable.
It is the perfect.
White Castles
drunk/hungover
around here
food.
do nothing but close and have bad like food grades.
I know
from the
that's
Health
why
Safety
when it sucks
Commission.
when I get done playing hockey every Friday nights with Tommy and he's hungry, the only two places that are open is McDonald's and White Castle, and the White Castle we stop at is off of Ripley.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I
Yeah.
know that. That's Ripley in 130.
Yep. That's the closest one that's open on the way home, at least.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that one's rough.
But yeah, I gotta
That
get.
one's
It's
rough.
just I've just had too many bad experiences with Taco Bell. Yet I still eat it because sometimes sometimes it is S. But overall, I gotta give it an A+. I just can't give it an S.
I'm never not going to give you a hard time. The Legend of
Always give me
Zelda
a hard
games
time.
make you hard? What?
I said, oh, you always give me a hard time.
I always make you hard? I know.
That too. Legend of Zelda, B. I would go lower because I've never
I'm
played
about
it.
to get fucking manic.
But do you get raging boners like I do too?
I'm about to get so hard and mad.
Then let's keep going. Let me just keep listing these horribly.
Unbelievable.
No, but I've never played Zelda. I never just got into it. I don't know the lore. I don't care to.
You've never really held a Nintendo console, right?
I played the 64.
But you never had one.
No, well, it was my dad's.
Wow.
So technically we had one, but like I played the old school Mario.
Oh, yeah, like new Super Mario Bros. Or whatever.
That's it.
Yeah. Damn,
So-
bro. Damn. I got to get you into those. You'd like them.
And they probably had Zelda games for what, the DS?
They've had Zelda games since the NES.
I didn't have a D. I had a Game Boy and a PSP. I did not have a Nintendo DS.
But Game Boy's Nintendo. You could have gotten a Zelda game for your Game Boy.
Oh, okay, I didn't get a Zelda game for my Game Boy.
Unbelievable. That is the childhood memory. I
Not
was too
mine.
poor to have a Game Boy. I had to play Zelda on Wii at my friend's house. I was too poor, and I still loved it.
Yeah.
Sparkling water.
Fucking F.
Unreal,
Fucking
bro.
F.
It
Water
is-
doesn't need bubbles.
Sparkling water falls above soda every time.
No.
Every time.
You're gonna motherfucking drinking LaCroix?
Yeah, absolutely. I drink the Aldi brand of sparkling water because it's cheaper.
We're done. We're done.
You can't walk away from the mic and rant. It's not going to pick you up.
It picked it up. It was loud enough. Sparkling water over pop. Man, how
Every
un-American are
time.
you? So what, you just go to a place, you drink a San Pellegrino or whatever.
San Pellegrino's great.
I'm sorry, F.
San
Next
Pe-
one. Next one. Because now
Have
you're
you
gonna make me mad, and I'm gonna get hard.
YouTube.
S.
I was going. Yeah, okay. Thank
I mean,
God.
I watch it every day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have listed YouTubers, but I would have had to list like 7 of them.
Yeah.
And that would take up too much. So I said YouTube in general.
It's an
But
S.
I mean I would have said like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye,
S.
Game Grumps.
B.
What?
They're okay.
A B?
Yeah, not bad,
Fuck you.
but not great.
My gaming PC.
I don't know. I've never actually seen you play a game on it yet.
Oh, that is true.
But the
It's-
last one, we had some good memories playing
That's
FNAF
true. That's
and
true.
a couple other ones. So
I still have that PC.
I give it an S.
But that PC ran at like if I was watching YouTube at
You couldn't do
720,
720.
I couldn't do 720. It would run at 2 frames a second.
yeah,
Maybe. My new gaming PC can do like 4K 60 and it like
no, that's better than 1080, right?
yes,
Okay.
4K is
Alright.
better than 1080.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like
I just don't know.
1080 is HD.
I don't know these specs.
4K is much better than HD.
Like you can like, just lick it.
Yes, you could lick the screen and taste. It's like smell-o-vision for your tongue.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what my gaming PC does.
I need to get that when I watch certain movies.
Movies.
What?
Whoops, downloaded the wrong Power Rangers movie.
This is
Wow, wow,
this is
wow,
not
wow, wow, wow.
Batman.
Fat cock man.
Spider-Man.
Snyder's honey mustard and onion pretzel pieces.
Yeah,
Don't you dare. Don't
B.
you dare. Don't you dare.
They're okay.
It's an S.
I prefer a different flavor.
Which one?
I don't know.
What? You can't say that.
The cheddar ones.
The cheddar
are
ones.
Good. Yeah.
You know what is better in cheddar bars? But they have the pretzel sandwiches with the cheddar cheese in the middle. Those are better. Or the crackers, bro. Trader Joe's has those crackers with the cheddar cheese in the middle.
They're
Dude,
good.
that's S plus.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even make an S plus list. I made an S list.
But no, I'd say a B for these. They're okay.
I disagree, but
You'll
I guess
disagree
this
with-
is all about disagreement, isn't
Yep,
it?
it is.
Isn't it?
It's
You just
really
have to
about-
be
it's-
different
it's
from
really
me.
about dividing
it's
us.
just exactly, and you're gonna divide us further next week. You son of a
I
bitch.
can't wait.
No offense, Robin. Craft beer.
Like what?
Craft beer means anything made at like a microbrewery, small brewery, like local brewery.
Could you give me an example of a craft beer?
A craft beer would
Is that like Three Floyds?
Sure.
Zombie Head.
That's sure.
Or Zombie Dust.
Sure. That's a good
C.
one. What?
They're all mid.
What?
They're all like
That's
IPAs
like
to
that.
me.
That could be.
They're all shit.
They're not all IPAs.
They're all
That's like
dumb.
your local Belgian doubles and triples. That's your local like amber ale. That's your like. I know you don't like IPAs, but that's them too. That's your hazies. That's your
They're
juicies.
Hazy, no, juicy. No, they're too expensive. They're too bougie. They're too stupid.
They're
I don't
better
like them.
though.
No,
they're
not.
better.
No, they're not.
I'm not drinking piss water. They're
Neither
better.
am I, but I'm not drinking some fucking. See, end of discussion. Let's move on.
Taquitos.
Oh, the S.
S. Yep.
Also, I hate to say it, I'm gonna have to agree with Kevin for the last one.
With what was the last one?
Craft beer.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate IPAs.
It's not just IPAs.
You know what they stand for?
What's that?
It's piss, actually.
That's your light beers that you're talking about.
Yeah, but at least those don't taste like bitter ass.
They taste like piss. I'd rather have bitter ass than piss.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
I've eaten it before, and it was not bitter.
Piss
So
or
you
bitter
don't-
ass?
Ass. It was not bitter, so you don't want. What I'm saying is, you don't like
What,
If a
yo,
piece
go
of-
expound, please.
expound. If
Okay,
you
Kevin,
don't,
Kevin, shut up. Listen, I don't like regular beer in the first place, but when have you drank piss?
I've drank neither, but I drink piss every time I look at a Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light.
So you drink with your eyes.
Yes, and my taste buds agree.
you know what they
Hey.
say: if you drink with your eyes, you're an alcoholic.
You're what?
Yeah.
You're an You're sort of the drink with the ice or the alcoholic. So taquitos, you gave an S.
Oh yeah, those things are gas.
The movie, The Other Guys.
S.
Thank God. Holy hell.
Think what I'm thinking? The bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
There
Wasn't even an awning nearby.
Oh look, he's flying.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Never played it once, but when it came out, I heard all the bad things
It
about
was-
I wanted to get it, and when I heard all the negative reviews,
It was, listen,
C plus.
I disagree. It was scuffed when it came out because a lot of AAA games released before they're ready because, greedy ass
Yeah, they just wanna
producers.
rush it
and,
out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather
Because
have
the
a game
executives-
developer
Right. Finish
take
the game.
their time. Take
Right.
their time.
Finish it.
I know. Is this people who play games who are upset that it's delayed again? It's delayed again. What the fuck?
Right. It's
But
better
when
to
it
be
comes out, it's complete.
Right. It's better to be upset now and then like get a finished game.
That's what they're doing with this game called X Defiant that was supposed to release this month, but they're delaying it even further because some things just aren't correct
right.
yet.
Delay it till it's ready.
It's like Ubisoft is making it. It's like Call of Duty, but Ubisoft's version almost.
Fair.
And it
As
looks
long as
fun.
you release it and it's ready and there's not a shit ton of microtransactions, I will like it.
Yep.
Chips and queso.
It's a solid appetizer. A plus.
I like that. It's an S for me, but I'm glad you like it too. Especially at Industrial Revolution, they get it right. They get it so right.
It just makes me want to do heinous things to that bowl.
Unbelievable things to that bowl. Bacardi Hurricane.
S.
Thank God.
That stuff is
It's
like water.
so good. It ends up being like water, but it's tastier. The PlayStation 2.
S.
Thank fuck.
No debate.
Whoa. Thank God. The movie Airplane.
S.
S. Oh,
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen
don't
it
think you have.
dozens of times.
Oh, okay. Well, there were a couple
Surely.
other movies that
Surely.
you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me
What did
Shirley.
we have for dinner? It was a choice between either fish,
fish or
and
chicken.
Chicken.
Oh,
yes,
that's right. I had the
I
lasagna. Cheesecake.
S.
Thank God. I love cheesecake. With the strawberries, too, makes it so much
Have you
better.
ever had like key lime cheesecake?
I've had key lime pie. I haven't had
I
key
will
lime
come.
cheesecake. Yeah? It's
Key
that
lime
good?
cheesecake just makes me nuts.
What's the difference between that and key lime pie? Is key lime pie just creamier and cheesecake is cheesier? Cheesecake's
trying to
thicker
think of
than
the
pie.
texture. Yeah, so like it's
So
a
key lime is a
thicker-
cream pie and cheesecake is a cheesecake.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Clarified.
Good
Let's
answer.
go. Good
Good
answer. Good answer. The Xbox 360.
S.
Thank God. I was going to be so mad at you if you
No,
didn't.
no, I'd played on that thing for
It's
Longer than I've been alive, probably.
Greatest Microsoft console by a long shot. Mm-hmm. The show Adventure Time.
A+.
Okay, I'll let that slide. That's fine. Deviled eggs.
S.
Oh, yes. Dude,
I love deviled eggs.
I love deviled eggs. Thank
the
God.
way my grandmother makes them, I don't know what she does, but I will annihilate that whole plate.
Every time. My
then
mother
the toilet
makes...
bowl.
Oh, yeah, well, it follows naturally, but my mom makes killer deviled eggs. And, like, she'll make, like, what is it? What comes in? A dozen, right? So 12 eggs. So it's 24 deviled egg halves. And I'll kill them. I'll kill them in a sitting and still be hungry.
No, I've made deviled eggs with your mom before. She knows what she's doing.
Cool. The PlayStation 5.
S.
Thank you. Okay.
I've had one before you, bro.
I gave one to you. What are you talking about?
Dude's sitting here like he gave me life.
He
didn't give me anything.
I gave you life and a PlayStation 5. I would prefer if you call me daddy or sir and appreciate that I gave you your PlayStation.
So I came from that.
It's not much, but it's honest.
So
work.
no wonder why I have so many goddamn disabilities and fucking...
Short.
Yeah, I suffer from terminal short.
Cold Stone Creamery.
It's terminal. C.
What?
I don't like
Whoa,
frozen
what
yogurt.
do you-
I don't like ice cream.
Frozen? You don't like ice
I
cream?
don't like custard.
What?
I don't do that stuff.
Wait. This is a revelation for me.
What?
You don't do frozen desserts?
No.
I've never known that. What do you got, bitch-ass teeth?
I don't know if that means I need
You got
to take
dumb bitch-ass
better
teeth?
care of my teeth.
Your teeth
when I
are
already
little
do,
pussy-ass
but
teeth?
yeah, they are.
Little pussy-ass
You're like,
bitch-ass
it's
teeth?
cold. I don't want to eat it. I'm like, okay.
It's cold. They're stinky cold.
I mean, I used to eat dilly bars all the time, but now I just don't do anything cold.
Wow. That's remarkable. Remarkably sad for you, because it's an S for me.
It doesn't bother me one bit.
But Cold Stone is for sure.
I could go to sleep
far and
perfectly
away.
fine tonight knowing that Cold Stone went bankrupt.
You're an evil human being. I want you
know.
to know that.
I know.
Cold Stone is far and away the best frozen dessert. Better than Dairy Queen. Better than Culver's by a long shot. Every time.
That's fair. I don't like Culver's custard either.
I said better than Dairy Queen too.
Yeah.
Wii Sports.
S.
Thank God. Water.
Well, considering I'm 80% of it,
True.
A-.
Good. It's one of my favorite drinks. Comfy socks.
You had me at
I-
cum. Yeah, I do
Hey,
like...
yo, Aiden in editing. Boost when I said cum and comfy socks.
I was actually thinking about, because we have a sale at Dick's because we're getting all those cozy cabin socks in.
Oh, yeah.
For the winter.
I have like 12 pairs of those.
I was going to buy beer socks with beer
Beer
slippers.
socks? Beer slip? What are those?
They're just black socks that are comfy and cozy.
Yeah.
With little beer beer glasses on them as the design. Like, like you'd have pizza on socks or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just beer.
I thought it was like
and then slippers with beer on
I
it.
thought it was like a sock that had like a beer koozie or something.
No,
I'm
that
like,
would be
that would
awesome.
spill every time you take a step. What do you mean?
No, but and it's buy one get one free, and with my discount, I should get around to buying those because
They're so comfy.
I do love comfy
Comfy
socks.
socks are great.
A+.
A+ indeed. Aldi. I love Aldi.
A.
You could get an S+ Aldi if you would sponsor our show. I
That
know
you
you're
would.
Listening.
Yes, please.
Eggnog.
She egged on my nog.
She egg on my nog till
Dude, that's like the only...
Yeah, say it.
Hold-
Go ahead.
Let me just... That's the only thick substance I'd let slide down my throat. I fucking love eggnog. S+.
Could you describe the consistency of eggnog for all
Thick.
the unexperienced?
It's thick. And it goes down smooth.
God damn right. God damn right it does. The country of Ireland.
S. Even though I've never been, I want to. If I go,
I want to
it
go.
will be-
I want to live there.
It will be an unknown letter.
I want to live there.
I do too. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I want to renounce my American citizenship and live there.
I want to be a fat, stubborn drunk.
Fuck it here. Yes, that. It comes with the country.
Mm-hmm.
Alternative rock.
A.
A?
A+.
I mean, that's like your Alt J, your Highly Suspect, your Arctic Monkeys.
S.
Okay. I was gonna say, I know you like it.
I'm like, I do. There's just the word alternative is very broad.
It is broad. You're right. And I feel like pop radio stations kill the word alternative because they just misuse it.
Yeah. But I'm glad
But
you
no.
made some examples
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that
exactly.
altered my
Yes,
my grading.
exactly. The season of autumn / fall, if you're American.
S.
S. Thank God.
It's
Fall's
just
the
so
greatest.
simple.
Fall's the best.
So simple. Pants and a hoodie, and I'm set.
Exactly.
And it's not too cold.
Fall
it's not too
is an
warm.
S. Spring is an A. Summer and winter are both tied for D-.
I disagree with that, but
Well,
it's not about me.
It's not about... Well, actually, this is about you, because
Oh,
I provide what
that's
I
right,
give,
it
and then
is.
this is about you.
It's not about you.
Shut up. You're right. American football.
A.
Fine.
It's just like
Fuck you.
I'm getting used to it. I'm learning the game, if you will.
As you should.
But when, two of the teams you watch the most and root for the most, if you will, even though I'm not a Bears fan, but just knowing both our teams are just utter shit.
Chicago
and
and
you don't want
Pittsburgh.
to watch them all the
no,
time.
That's true.
Even though
That's
Pittsburgh
true.
beat Baltimore.
I've been cursed because I usually cheer for Denver and Chicago.
They're
And now,
both
because I
horrible.
know you, I cheer for Denver, Chicago, and Pittsburgh. And all three of them are dog shit.
You don't actually cheer for Pittsburgh,
If
do you?
Pittsburgh made it to the conference finals and the Super Bowl, I would cheer for them.
Oh, but only if they made it to the finals.
Well, I mean, they're not on local TV here. Rarely.
That's fair.
Rarely on local TV here. So, yes, I would. And yes, I understand it's frustrating. Grilled cheese.
S.
Thank God. I love grilled cheese.
Like, I know some
Making it
people that,
at
like, put
home?
meat in it with it.
It's like
not
then
bad,
it's a
but,
ham
like,
and cheese.
Yeah.
Then it's a ham and cheese. It's not a grilled cheese anymore.
Maybe I'll eat it with tomato soup.
Sure, you could
But,
dabble.
yeah.
You could dabble in some dipping soups, dipping sauces,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. Grilled cheese dipped in like ranch or like a spicy mayo is pretty
Spicy
good.
mayo, yeah, not ranch.
Not a ranch fan?
Not with grilled cheese.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But grilled cheese S for sure. A nice warm shower. There's nothing like a nice warm shower on a cold fall day.
I fucks with it, and I fucks with it hard.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah, S. Unless it's summer, and then it's like a D. Because
I
then
still
I
don't
want to be
mind.
cold.
I still don't mind.
If I'm working out in like 95-degree weather, sweating, I can't be warm.
Like, it needs
I
to
can't
be a little,
warm in
it
the
needs to be a
shower.
little warm.
Yeah, it can't be freezing.
Yeah.
Temperate's fine. Anything above temperate, I can't, because then I'm stepping out of the shower sweating, and that negates the shower. Pumpkin pie,
Pancake pie.
pancake pie, pancake pie.
Give me the telephone number for the apple pie. S. Fucking love pumpkin pie.
Pecan pie,
Pecan.
pecan you pecan.
B.
Really?
C plus even.
I put them both on my S list. They're both S for me.
I mean, just something about. I mean, it's just.
Is it the pecan? Is it the filling?
It's just. I kind of sound weird saying it, but it's a lot of nuts for me.
Too much nut.
Too much nut.
Too much nut. St. Patrick's Day.
S.
Thank God. I would have had to renounce your Irish heritage.
That's totally fair.
Horror movies.
C.
Whoa, what?
C. Sorry.
It is almost the Lord's holiday of Halloween.
Don't care.
And you're... Wow. You don't...
Like,
What?
It's
horror movies.
I've seen a lot of great horror movies, but the thing that really just bumps it down 3 grades is all the Exorcist shit, because that's the only thing I believe in. And people are like, oh, you see, it's so scary. It's so, yeah, but that shit's real. It could happen to me and the person I'm sitting next to in the theater with, and we wouldn't know it.
If the Exorcist movie infected moviegoers, there would be millions of Americans possessed
I
right
just
now.
don't
And
fuck
that's
with it.
not...
I
That doesn't happen.
Don't fuck with it.
Unbelievable.
No.
Bonfires and fireplaces. I combine them into one.
S.
S. Thank God. I love them both. I love them. They're great. They're wonderful. The 40th of the 40 S's I've listed. A good 9-hour night's sleep.
I wish I got more of it. I'd give it an A.
An A?
Yeah.
It's the greatest night's sleep you could have.
I could have great night sleeps on 5 or 6. And I don't know why. I literally on my days off, I have slept 9 to 10 hours and I wake up feeling like shit. I go to bed at 1 in the morning, have to get up for work at 7:15, and I feel refreshed as fuck.
Granted, I do know what you're talking about. You know, there are some nights where I'm super tired, I get 7 or 8 hours, I don't feel good waking up. And some nights where I get 4.5 and I feel fine waking up. I get that. But if it's just a chill day, you get a nice 9-hour sleep, you wake up refreshed, there's just nothing better. There's no better night's sleep than a refreshing 9 hours.
A plus,
Thank God. At least I brought you around a little bit.
I guess.
Well, that concludes my tier list for this beautiful week. Kevin, next week, is going to bring you his S list that I will, of course, harshly grade as you did to mine. Truthfully
Truthfully, yes.
grade. And for all of the lovely listeners out there, the extended version of Burning Questions and the Tell Me a Story segments are Patreon exclusive. If you're interested, it's just pocket change per month.
It is.
And you get them week in and week out.
Like I said, you forget, you do your laundry like a good human being, and you forget that you have some change in there. Like, what should I do with this change?
I forgot my change in my pocket, hey?
What should I do with this change
what do
that
I
I
do
just
with it?
found?
Do I
subscribe.
Right. You subscribe to Patreon, hey? Right? Put your quarters in the machine. All right, you can't do that. It's a computer. So you put your quarters in the bank, hey? Right? And then you chip us $1 a month, and you get the extra content you've been longing for, hey?
And you don't hear the stupid ass.
No promises. Actually, no promises on that. Accent?
Fuck, what's the. Yes!
Yeah,
thank you, accent.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You don't hear that stupid ass
No
shit.
promises. But there may or may not be limited accents in the after show.
Limited.
Limited in it. I fuck off in it.
Fuck.
So I guess this concludes AK219.
It does for this week.
And if you want to stick around for the Patreon after show, you know how to do that. AK219 on Patreon. We've got YouTube. You're already listening on podcast.
Yes.
I don't need to mention that.
You should know about us by now.
Exactly.
And I was going to say
if you've listened
something,
this far into the show, you know we're on podcast.
when you mentioned earlier about the tier listing and whatnot, dare I say, I'm going to make mine 10 questions longer.
50.
50.
50.
50 things I love.
Whoop. You always got to one-up me.
You always going to one-up me.
In height, sure.
It's more than a one-up. I hope you know that.
It's a 1 foot up is what we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we will see you bright and early late next week. If you're on Patreon, stick around for the after show. And next week, of course, bright and early late,
Yeah, bright and early late.
Kevin will be giving his coronation speech to the King of Nottingham. Goodbye.
Big fan of his work.
Big fan of his twerk. Bye.
Big fan of his cock.
What's it look like?
Sorry, cork.
Cirque or uncirque?
Cork. He's got a nice cork collection.
Oh, like
That's what I meant to
it's
say.
like used wine corks. You put it in the
Yes, yeah,
thing. When it fills up, it's like, ooh, wine o'clock, blah, blah, blah,
Yep,
blah, blah, blah,
mhm.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like what you see in, what is it? Like Airbnb homes.
Exactly.
It's like they go shopping at Home Goods once and they're like, it's furnished.
Yep. mhm.
Yeah.
Just fucking love Home Goods.
Yeah.
Get the best deals.
At least it's better than Hobby Lobby.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
I
fuck
mean, Hobby Lobby, like, oh, what,
Dog
arts
shit.
and crafts?
Man, fuck Hobby Lobby.
Get 3
All
things
my
of small
homies
zine for
shop
$10.
at fucking Marshalls, bro.
Like, dare I say you go to, like, Ross, okay?
You live in Roscoe? I mean, you ever been to Burlington? They got the clothes. Burlington's more in clothes. Whereas Marshall's the arts and crafts and home goods. It's like Hobby Lobby, but not No way.
Ross.
Pivot?
It's owned by friends.
Shut up.
You know?
Fuck off.